Greetings, Dieselfunketeers. Out here doing a walk around Central Park. Had to get back on the walking game because it's just part of my health regimen now. It had to be done. The drawing is going well. San Diego was great. As I tell folks, it's a combination of potential business opportunities and awkward exchanges, but it was fine. It was fine. Got through it, but I definitely got my steps in. It's great to see my parents and my siblings, my nephew and niece. So that was all great. And also had a colonoscopy this week because I've just been really trying to push doing better with my health. It's the first colonoscopy I've ever had. And I thought, well, man, should I share this? Sure. Guys, girls, particularly the guys, when you start getting my age, where you're approaching 60, you need to get that checked out. And this is like the most neglectful person in the world saying that. But fortunately, they only found one thing during the other surgeries. Echocardio something or the other. But they found one polyp which they removed. And that's great. And in the colonoscopy, they didn't find anything. And I was told to come back in 5 to 10 years. Anyway, take care of your health if you can. Do your walks. You don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but do your walks. Walking to me is life. And I'm in an area here where it's very walking friendly, I should say. As to my work, about the coming weeks, you're about to see us really press down on volume 2 of the graphic history of hip hop. Going to be making more moves on the comic, as well as continuing work on Black Prince for University of Georgia Press with my partner, Stephen Berry. And of course, Walter Grayson with the Graphic History Company for Graphic History Hip Hop Volume 2. We're getting that done. I can't complain about much. Of course, there are things I have to do to be better, but very happy. There we go. Not bad. Day 2 of the 5 miles a day weekly challenge. Stayed up late last night after the stream, but we're getting it done. Back at it. Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Just almost done with my 5 miles and realizing that my neighborhood, which is pretty much a museum mile. So it's something I want to start spending more time, give myself a museum mile challenge. I've lived in New York City for a long time, but I've not really gone by as many museums because, my own personal living circumstances. It was pretty challenging. And maybe that's no excuse, but it doesn't matter, So what I want to do now is to slowly start, give myself a challenge to go by every museum on Museum Mile to actually visit. And I think the one I might start at is probably the Guggenheim because it has the most unique design, Frank Lloyd Wright. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm on my way to the Della Corte Theater to see if I can pick up tickets for Shakespeare in the Park. I don't know if it's going to work, but we will see. Okay, so I tried to get the tickets, and we're not going to be able to get the tickets, at least not this way. There's a chance of a lottery set up, and also there's an opportunity, possibility that we could go into Harlem and try it. So we are at McComb's Library here in Harlem. We're trying to see if we can get tickets. And my wife is walking out here. Yes or no? They sold out?
They gave the last ones out at 105.
Well, it looks like that wasn't going to really work out. However, then it hit me. There are other options in Central Park that can also rock just as well.
Yo soy de azúcar, soy cubana de verdad. ¿Dónde está la gente de Cuba? ¿Dónde está la gente de Nueva York? ¿Dónde está la gente de Puerto Rico? ¿Dónde está mi latino por Dios? Dile tú, cheva, cheva, dile tú, dile tú, dile tú, la mala hierba, la mala vibra, la mala energía, lleva para allá, que vengan los sueños y la bendición de luz para mi madrina, la queremos en todos los corazones. Charalalala, 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 eso es. Charalalala, charalalala, cheva, cheva, me voy, cheva, cheva, se va, cheva, charalalala, charalalala.
I would have to say that it was a blazingly wonderful weekend hanging out with the missus. We had fun, we danced, we sang along with crowds. This neighborhood we live in is truly dope. What a blessing.